Clark just did something that no athlete has done since Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan once revolutionized basketball, and now Caitlin Clark is doing the same for the women's game. Her groundbreaking deal with Wilson is shaking up the WNBA, and not everyone is happy about it. Within just 40 minutes, thousands of her signature basketballs sold out, a testament to her explosive popularity. Clark isn't just a rookie, she's a phenomenon. She's tripling attendance, smashing 62 records, and transforming the visibility of women's basketball. But with that rise comes friction. Some WNBA veterans appear to be taking their frustrations out on her on the court, possibly driven by envy. The Michael Jordan comparison isn't just media hype. It comes straight from Jordan himself, recognizing the massive game-changing impact Clark is already making.
Caitlin Clark wasn't, like, no one ever said there weren't ever great players before Caitlin Clark. There was never phenomenon, not in my lifetime, with women's basketball. And I went to UConn, so I've seen plenty of great players, but nobody's ever moved the needle in my lifetime.
Just as Jordan transformed the NBA in the 80s, Caitlin Clark is redefining the WNBA today. Her meteoric rise is shaking up the league, disrupting the status the $10 million Michael Jordan deal explained quo, and challenging veterans who've never experienced anything like this before. And the numbers back it up. We've got the proof.
Today, Wilson unveiled Caitlin Clark's signature basketball, making her the first athlete since Michael Jordan to get their own signature basketball from Wilson. She also becomes the first WNBA player to get her own signature basketball.
She also becomes the first WNBA player to get her own signature basketball from Wilson. That's right. When Michael Jordan dropped a product, fans lined up for days. Now, Caitlin Clark is doing something unprecedented in women's basketball, reaching that same level of market-shifting influence. Her groundbreaking deal with Wilson isn't just a first, it's historic. No female basketball player since Jordan himself has launched a signature basketball collection. Let that sink in. As this unfolds, WNBA veterans are watching with mixed feelings. Cheryl Swoops, who once questioned Clark's transition from college to the pros, now openly recognizes her massive commercial impact. The tension is real. With Clark's name now appearing in the same marketing conversations as Michael Jordan's, the traditional hierarchy of women's basketball is being shaken to its core.
She is the first ever female athlete to have her own collection with Wilson, but just a heads up though, the entire collection on the Wilson website is sold out.
The impact of Caitlin Clark's Wilson deal was felt instantly. As soon as his signature basketballs hit the market, demand exploded far beyond what anyone expected. Wilson vastly underestimated it, with thousands of basketballs selling out in just 40 minutes, faster than even the launch of major gaming consoles like the PS5. This buying frenzy proves that Clark's influence reaches well beyond traditional basketball audiences. She's sparking economic waves across women's sports marketing, drawing in consumers. Angel Reese's emotional reaction, who are eager to invest, not just watch. The excitement mirrors what we saw during the peak of Michael Jordan's career. Clark has fundamentally changed the economics of women's basketball, activating a new level of fan engagement and spending power. The commercial response shows she's achieved the kind of mainstream appeal that many WNBA veterans have long chased, but never quite reached at this scale.
Calling all Caitlin Clark fans, 2 new limited edition basketballs are now available at select Hy-Vee stores. The designs are part of the Inspire series that Clark is doing in partnership with Wilson Sporting Goods. The tribute ball pays homage to Clark's time with the Iowa women's basketball team, and the Dreamer ball is designed to encourage athletes to pursue their dreams. Both are available in sizes 3 and 6 at select.
Clark's signature collection isn't just merch. It's a narrative woven into every design. Each basketball tells a piece of her story, reflecting her unique playing style and game-changing presence. The 3-up ball honors her jaw-dropping shooting range, the kind that forces defenders to pick her up at half court. The record breaker pays tribute to her historic stat lines, capturing her dominance in numbers. Every laser detail is intentional, tying directly to the elements of her game that are redefining women's basketball. Then there's the crowd maestro, a ball that symbolizes something deeper. Clark's rare ability to shift the energy in an arena the moment she steps on the court. It captures her intangible influence. The way she turns a game into a spectacle, pulling in fans who once overlooked women's basketball, and making them hang on every play. That kind of magnetism isn't learned, it's innate. It's what separates legends from the merely great.
Wilson did not mess around with these basketballs. Geometric patterns form the number 22 in triangles whose three sides nod to threes that fuel her scoring, and then the black and yellow is a nod to the colorways of...
This unprecedented market response sheds light on the growing tension within the league. Many veterans have spent years trying to build mainstream recognition, impact on the rivalry. Reese versus Clark often with limited commercial payoff. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark has achieved in months what others haven't managed in over a decade of professional play. When signature basketballs sell out faster than the latest tech releases, it's more than just hype. It marks Clark's transformation from elite athlete to full-blown cultural phenomenon.
Yeah, but she's incredible. Congratulations to her and her family. Yeah. Like the crazy thing is I'm just seeing her last year when they played LSU, but she's phenomenal. I'm going to go on the record and say she's the best female collegiate player ever.
The Wilson deal makes it clear. Caitlin Clark isn't just another promising rookie. She's already accomplished something unprecedented in women's basketball. Her commercial impact isn't theoretical. It's backed by hard sales numbers that put her in the same conversation as the sport's biggest icon. All before finishing her rookie season. This moment redefines what's possible for women's basketball players in the marketplace, setting a new standard for impact, influence, and earning potential.
And when you take into stock the fact that outside of Kevin Durant, aging superstar, LeBron James, 40 years old, and Steph Curry, there's not a single NBA player more popular today than Caitlin Clark.
The question now is how the league will adapt to this new reality. While some veterans wrestle with Caitlin Clark's rapid rise to the top of the marketing world, forward-thinking players see the bigger picture. Clark is raising the WNBA's profile like never fan and media responses before, drawing in mainstream attention that the league has long sought. Her visibility brings a surge of sponsorship dollars and fan engagement, benefits that ripple across the entire ecosystem of women's basketball. Clark's historic success isn't just about her. It's opening doors for others, reshaping how female athletes are valued in the marketplace, and setting the stage for a new era of opportunity.
Sports pro, Caitlin Clark is the fourth most marketable athlete in the world. Yeah, not just female athlete, not just in the United States, but in the entire...
As Caitlin Clark continues to elevate the entire WNBA, she made a bold marketing move that initially left industry insiders puzzled, but ultimately proved to be a stroke of genius. Instead of aligning with luxury brands or high-end sportswear, she chose something far more unexpected, placing her signature basketballs in the aisles of HYV supermarkets across the Midwest. What connects more with Middle America than putting the product right next to the milk and eggs? This move is rewriting the playbook for how female athletes build cultural influence. When you think of superstar athlete endorsements, grocery stores don't usually come to mind, but that's exactly why it worked. Clark's decision was more than just a clever placement. It was strategic brilliance. It tapped into everyday accessibility, resonating with families, young fans, and communities who see her as one of their own. It's yet another example of how Clark is operating on an entirely different level, not just in women's basketball, but in the world of sports marketing at what this means for women's basketball large.
Very, very cool. Big deal. Good job, Wilson. You know, they probably went and put this together. I mean, maybe Hy-Vee contacted Caitlin Clark first, but, you know, this is probably something, the type of thing Wilson is trying.
Picture this. Fluorescent lights buzzing overhead. Checkout scanners beeping in rhythm. Parents steering carts through crowded aisles, kids in tow. Then, right between the dairy section and household essentials, stands Caitlin Clark's signature basketball display front and center. This isn't a random placement, it's a homecoming. While most elite athletes chase spotlight deals with luxury boutiques or upscale retailers, Clark chose a different path. The familiar everyday setting where Midwestern families shop on weekends. It's a deliberate choice that speaks volumes about who she is and who she's connecting with.
Here, they just had this going. This is the Hy-Vee Instagram account. Again, Wilson, Caitlin Clark, really smart, very cool video, lots of smiling.
Think about it. The average American visits a grocery store 1.6 times a week. That's a level of engagement you can't get from a billboard or a commercial that people often skip. Every time someone walks down that aisle, they see Caitlin Clark every single time. What's even more striking, some WNBA veterans still don't grasp the strategy behind this. They are so focused on being recognized solely as serious athletes that they've overlooked what Clark understood from day one. Becoming a cultural icon means connecting with everyday people where they actually live their lives. The HYV Final Thoughts partnership places her products right where people shop. But more than that, it sends a powerful message to Middle America. I'm one of you. Clark has positioned herself as the hometown hero who's not just playing basketball, but changing it forever.
And I've said it a million times, it's not breaking news, it's not brand new, but I really do believe Caitlin Clark is the next face of basketball. You know, they've been searching for that in the NBA. Who's the next face of the NBA? It's been LeBron and Steph carrying the torch. I think the next face of basketball, period.
Watch what happens when Caitlin Clark steps on the court. The numbers speak for themselves. When she plays, WNBA games average 1.18 million viewers, triple the league's usual ratings. Clark is drawing in a whole new audience. Even your dad, who's never cared about a WNBA game before, is suddenly asking when the Fever play next. She's not just dominating on the court, she's excelling off it too. The stats don't lie. Clark is already in historic territory. She and Michael Jordan are the only rookies ever to average playoff numbers like these. 18+ points, 5+ assists, 5+ rebounds, 1+ block, and 2+ steals per game. From day one, she's walking alongside the GOAT. This goes beyond selling basketballs or breaking records. Clark is doing for women's basketball what Jordan did for the men's game. She's transcending the sport itself. Caitlin Clark isn't just a basketball player. She's a cultural phenomenon, and that distinction is everything when it comes to her lasting impact.
We knew Caitlin Clark was marketable, but she's been put over some pretty big names. In fact, some worldwide, huge, international names. Two of them being Messi and...
Some veterans are still playing by an outdated playbook, while Caitlin Clark
are still playing by an outdated playbook. While Caitlin Clark is
traditional sports marketing deals, but Clark is building her own platform.
And inviting everyone.
What makes this even more impressive is how she stays true to herself.
Partnering
with her roots and personal brand. She's doubling down on exactly who she is, and it's paying off in spectacular fashion.
The idea of some players being jealous, yes, that probably exists. Okay. To me, yeah, jealous, sure. I mean, would you be jealous of somebody that got $28 million a shoe deal or whatever the deal is before you step?
While Caitlin Clark connects with everyday Americans at grocery stores, the divide she's unintentionally sparked within the WNBA is anything but ordinary. The glaring gap between her $76,500 league salary and an estimated $11 million in endorsements isn't just a statistic. It's become the flashpoint of a rivalry that threatens to overshadow the game itself. This financial chasm has some veteran players pushing back physically on the court with aggressive play that feels less about winning and more about making a statement. Have you noticed how certain veterans defend Clark differently? It's not just your imagination. The intense double teams and extra contact are personal. These players spent years fighting to build the league's reputation, only to watch a rookie instantly command the spotlight they've chased their whole careers. And honestly, can you blame them? Imagine grinding for a decade, helping build something from the ground up, then seeing someone new become the face of it all almost overnight.
They try so long to get respect for women's basketball, and then they treat it like a junior high school girl's locker room. Junior high school girl antics on the court. Instead of playing the game, they got to be drama because they're jealous. Instead of letting their skills speak for themselves, they got to...
The tension on the court is undeniable. And it's not just the fans who've taken notice. Even basketball legend Charles Barkley weighed in, saying they couldn't have messed up the Caitlin Clark situation any worse if they tried, directly criticizing how the league has handled things. Barkley's remarks cut to the heart of the issue. The WNBA wasn't ready for a player who could instantly reshape the economics of women's basketball.
Yeah. But the stuff toward her is petty and jealous. And the thing I love about her, she never said...
This isn't just about jealousy. It's about a system unprepared for a transcendent star.
It's about a system unprepared for a transcendent...
The court, earning less than $77,000 while generating structural flaws the WNBA has long been glossing over.
Deep structural flaws the WNBA has long been glossing over.
now stands as a barrier that keeps the league from fairly valuing its most marketable player.
And what a lot of people weren't willing or were a bit reluctant to appreciate was the game on this young white sister of ours. She can ball. And oh, by the way, she was a great ambassador for the game. And by the way, she came in there and looked out for everybody else. For 22 years, they couldn't get chartered flights. That sister got there, and it was done in 2 weeks.
What makes this even more remarkable is that Clark isn't pushing back against the veterans or asking for special treatment. Instead, she's using her rising influence to elevate conditions for everyone. She's already helped secure charter flights for all teams, improved travel arrangements, and played a key role in landing a massive $200 million media deal that's brought women's basketball into prime time. These aren't just wins for Clark. They are victories for every player in the league, including the veterans who might still be giving her the cold shoulder.
The league won, but every time we think there's a win, there's somebody who brings something else up. And it's unfortunate. It's like when Tiger joined the PGA.
The drama surrounding Caitlin Clark has become a mirror, reflecting the challenges the WNBA still needs to tackle. Outdated marketing approaches, limited mainstream reach, and a compensation system that fails to reward players driving the league's growth. When a rookie earns 144 times more off the court than on it, it's clear something has to change. The current salary structure wasn't built for a player who can sell out thousands of signature basketballs in just 40 minutes or triple attendance, simply by stepping on the court.
What if I told you a WNBA rookie was out here doing what no one thought was possible and outshining the great Michael Jordan's legacy? How would you react? Caitlin Clark is the girl flipping the script. Her rookie numbers are ridiculous. Fans.
What's truly remarkable is how this 22-year-old is handling it all. While social media buzzes with cryptic posts from veterans and analysts debate the growing tension, Clark keeps showing up and delivering. She's not just surviving the pressure, she's thriving under it. Now she has an endorsement that might finally quiet the critics. When Michael Jordan speaks, basketball listens. And Jordan didn't just speak, he gave Clark his full stamp of approval, saying the WNBA owes her recognition for everything she's doing for the game. Think about what that means coming from the man who revolutionized athlete marketing. This isn't just another voice in the debate. It's the most important one in basketball culture, acknowledging that Clark's impact goes far beyond that of a typical rookie. Jordan's endorsement marks a pivotal moment. It validates what the numbers have shown all along. Clark isn't just popular, she's transformative. Her presence has already pushed the league to evolve faster than anyone expected. The real question now isn't whether Clark deserves the spotlight. It's whether the WNBA will fully embrace the opportunity she represents or hold on to outdated ways of doing business. Clark is entering a whole new arena of challenges where the pressure is greater, the spotlight harsher, and every move closely watched. But if anyone is ready for this moment, it's Caitlin Clark. One thing is clear: the game will never be the